Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. It is Sunday, March the 7th. It is 2 o'clock on the West Coast. It's 5 o'clock on the East Coast. That means it's time for me, Pearl Manhattan, and our weekly crafty fun thing get together. Real quick first, boy, I am fumble-tongued today, but we'll get through it. Right over there, right now you'll see my logo. Also up there you'll see the Live Place. I'd like to thank Dean at the Live Place for all of his hard work. He hosts a website that is your TV guide to live streamers on YouTube. They're all family friendly, wholesome, good. You can watch them in front of your grandma, in front of your preacher, in front of your kids. You're not going to be embarrassed, ashamed, or surprised. But you are going to have a lot of fun and laugh. Topics from theme parks, travel, leisure, crafting, music, cooking, you name it, it's on there. And once you get into watching the Live Play streamers, I doubt you'll turn your TV on ever again unless you're going on YouTube to watch the streamers from the Live Place. Also, I'd like to announce my partner channel right over there. Cricket Fox and I are announcing our partnership. We support each other. We help each other's channels grow. We're going to be doing some collaborations together. And very excited to be partners with Cricket Fox. We're going to do some really great things. So, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into what I've got for today. And what I've gotten in the habit of doing, we're going to keep that on. It's going to, excuse me while I fight with some brushes here. It's going to be a regular feature of the show every week. I'm going to start off with what I found at the Dollar Tree this week. Let me turn these around so you can see them, so they're looking at you. I've tried to change my camera angles. It just isn't working this week. By the way, notice we have new lighting, and I'll be doing a review of the lighting that I have. Got two lights. It was about $15 each. They are great lights. I'll be doing a review on the channel soon on those. But anyway, so we have more lights so I can see what I'm doing now. Anyway, the first thing I wanted to share are these scissors. These are, you see these, they've been out for a bunch of years, but you see these all over the place. You can usually pick up a set at Goodwill. People get rid of them, but I thought this was cool. They've got them at the Dollar Tree now. I only had these 3 patterns in my Dollar Tree. But I'm going to go ahead and open them up, and we're going to play with them and see how they work. These are the Crafter Square brand. These are scissors with sawtooth shape. And so this is what they look like. And they've got the little fancy blades. Let's grab the, whoa, almost kicked over my glue gun. Let's grab a scrap of paper and see how they work. Ooh. And there we go. That's that edge. And then I have one that's a curly edge here. Let's see how this one goes. Let's see. Oops. Okay, this one. Again, they are from Dollar Tree, so you got to be gentle with them. They're not your super high quality, but they'll do you in a pinch if you're just doing little. There's the next one. That one's kind of a little wave, a little scallop edge. I'll get in there and adjust them and break them in, and they'll do better. And then this one is a wavy edge. Let's open this one up. It's always like Christmas for me because I pick out these things that I see at the Dollar Tree, and I have to wait until I see you guys to try it all out. Yeah, if you open them, there we go. Maybe if I turn them around, there we go. It's a little easier. Well, let's see. Okay, this is a, there we go. And this one is a big wavy thing. So those are fun. I think I would use these the most when I don't want to haul out my well, I have a Sizzix thing, my die cutters. When I just want to put a little edge on something and I don't necessarily want to drag out the dies and the die roller and everything else, I can use these. So these are going to be fun. I'm going to put those aside. The next thing is not a new product to me. I use these like crazy, but I needed some new ones anyway, so I was going to share them with you. These are in the kitchen section. They are called chopping mats. They are made of silicone or light plastic. And I love these because you can paint on them and the paint will either wash off with one of those green scrubby sponges, or if it's like enamel, it'll just peel off. It comes 2 of these to a package, and you have a shiny side and you have a kind of matte side. I like to do the matte side down, but you can do the shiny side. It peels easier off the shiny side. If you're using hot glue, you can, and the hot glue leaks onto it, you can just peel it off. It rolls up. It protects your work surface. And also, when you're working with paint, like you'll see in a minute, you can take your little bit of paint and just put it on your mat. And then when you're done, you take a wet cloth and you wipe it dry. One more thing I saw that I wanted to share that are my Dollar Trees. These are Bactiv Wipes. They are medical grade. They claim on the package that they kill 99.99% of bacteria and viruses. There's even directions for cleaning up. It says kills HIV on pre-cleaned environmental surfaces. I bought these. I'm keeping a pack in my purse and I got a pack in my bathroom. But these are great for when you go to the store or wiping down door handles or whatever. And they're $1 pack. You get 20 in the pack. And they are safe on your skin. Don't get it in your eyes or your mouth or any of that, of course. But just to wipe down the handles of the shopping cart, because honestly, I don't trust their little spray bottles in the stores. And what I've been doing is getting a big handful of sanitizer and rubbing that around, but that gets messy and everything. These you can, and they're tiny packages, and they usually sell for about $3.50 a pack. And they're at the Dollar Tree for $1 a pack. So that's your good buy for this week. Now, we're talking about Farmhouse Style. And yes, it's a fad. It's all the rage. It changes. Then some people go into the boho farmhouse. Some people go into the country farmhouse. The colors shift from black and white to brown and white, you know. But I'm creating mine in my color scheme. Like I said, my kitchen, I've predominantly used these 3 colors, black, white, and this teal. And real quick, for transparency's sake, this is my black chalk paint that I'm using today. This chalkboard paint, it's not chalk paint, it's chalkboard paint. I got this at the Dollar Tree, but these 2 I did not buy at the Dollar Tree. This is Deco Art American Multi-Surface Satin Finish. It was about $3 a bottle, and I got it at my local Fred Meyer, which is like a Kroger with a Kmart shoved together. I don't know if you've got Fred Meyer where you are, but it's got clothing, it's got hardware, it's got linens, and then it's got a whole grocery store too. And then this is Ceramicoat. It's the cheapest acrylic paint that you get. You can get it at Michael's, Joann's. This was about $1.97. So that's the paints that I'm using today. And we're going to start off with a tiered shelf. Let me grab my supplies. All right. And for this project, these are burner covers. And they come two to a package. They fit over your electric burners on your stove. The good part about this is they are white, so we don't need to put a base coat of white. I'm just going to put some distressing on this, but for the most part, we don't need to paint these because this is going to be on the bottom and this is going to be on the bottom. So no one's going to see that part, so I don't feel the need to go to a bunch of work to cover it up. I like these because they have an edge on them, but also because they're inexpensive and they're lightweight, but they're small. So you will see other videos where people have done these tiered trays with a pizza pan and pie pans you get from the Dollar Tree, and that's fine if you have a large kitchen. But as I've explained, I have about 3 foot of counter space, and that is for working, that is for all my counter space storage. I have very little cabinet space, so everything pretty much has to be on the countertop. Then over in the floral department, I picked up this vase. Absolutely love it. Don't need to do a thing to it. It's exactly how I want it. I'm not even going to distress it because I want that shiny, because I want the light to bounce off of it, and it will kind of create its own light source because I'm putting it in a corner. And then we'll talk about that in a minute because oh, there we go. And then over in the party supply, I picked up a pack of these 32 doilies. Who doesn't love doilies? I grew up in the South. Everything has a doily on it. So I took the next to smallest size, and when it's all said and done, we're just going to place this in here. We're not going to glue it down or anything. We're just placing it in there. That way I can change it out if I find different colored doilies, or if I want to put seasonal colors, like I want a red one for Christmas or whatever. I can change this out whenever I need to. So we'll put that aside, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. I am just going to put that there, and I'm going to put this on top and figure out where I'm going to put my bottom. I'm not going to put it in the dead center because, like I said, this is going in a corner. So I'm going to line up this edge with the back here like this. So this will be open. It won't be exactly over it. First, we're going to go ahead and figure out where we're going to put this on this, because that'll be the easiest part. So I'm going to get my ruler, and I'm going to get a pen. I don't think I have. Do I have? What is that? That's an eraser, yeah. I'm going to get a pen, and I'm going to put my ruler exactly across the middle. That looks like the center right there. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same this way and just make a cross with my ruler so I can find the dead center. Like I said, nobody's going to see this bottom part. Cricket! Hello, Cricket! Good to see you, partner. And then I think we're going to just draw a little line, and it doesn't have to be fantastically neat. Me, I'm actually doing it kind of sloppy, but I would do it this way if you weren't watching. And then I am going to just put my glue on this thing. Like this. Got my circle of glue. I'm going to lay this down, move it around a little bit in that glue, and then let it sit. Boom. And I can take my little, remember this from last week? The little silicone makeup brush thing? And we're just gonna go in and, boy, that glue set fast. And then we can come back, run another bead of glue around it. Like that. There we go. Get our little strings off, kind of push that in with our little silicone thing. Make it smooth. And there we go. And it's stuck. Look at that. It is stuck. That right there just looks adorable to me. Now, this is the part that I was saying. I want to take a flat edge and I want to seat this where it is in the middle of, and I'm going to stand up and look down on it so you get to see. There we go. That's kind of the middle, and so that's where I'm going to put this one. So I'm just going to lift it up a little bit and squirt the glue underneath it. Then I'm going to go around it once with the glue. We're going to cover that up, so don't think it's going to look nasty like that with the glue all nasty around it. We're going to do something to that in a minute. We're going to let this sit. And there we go. And there's our little shelf. But when you see it, it's going to be in the corner and it's going to look just like that. There we go. Now, I said we were going to do something with the bottom of it, and we are. We are going to use a mop head. We're just going to use part of it. We're going to use part of it for crafts a little later on too. I just need a little bit of it, but a little bit will go a long way. And I like this because it's, let me finish rattling the paper. It's very soft cotton with a little bit of polyester in there. And technically you're supposed to be able to just pop it or pull them out. Let's see how this works. Yep, look at that. You can just pull them out as you need them, and that's all we're really gonna need. We're just gonna need 3 of them because that'll go around the bottom pretty easily. And I'm gonna do this just one at a time. I'm gonna start at the back. Put just a little bit of hot glue there and get my little tool. I need to turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. Guys, I'm working on the studio. I'm trying to make some improvements. You can't see anything, I know, but all I'm doing is taking, maybe once I get this on here I can set it up and show you what I'm doing. Ah, we got glue going everywhere. There we go. Let's see, can we do it this way? Yeah, there we go. This will work. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just taking my hot glue. Warning, hot glue is hot. Do not stick your fingers in it. Use the little $1 silicone makeup brushes. What you get. In fact, I'll be having a giveaway soon, and I'm going to give away a basket of craft. Welcome back, Cricket. Give away a basket of craft supplies. There we go. And then I'm going to take my scissors and snip this real short. And then there, you can see what I'm doing right here. And we're just going to put a little dollop of glue there. Take our silicone makeup brush. Dab that down real good. And there we go. And there's our little shelf. It's going to fit nicely in the corner. It's 2 tiers. And it's a little mini shelf. And see how quick and easy that was. You can do it with a candlestick. You can use one of the Dollar Tree candlesticks. But that was going to make it too short for me. I wanted it a little taller because I wanted scale. I wanted small but tall, if that makes sense. Because I wanted scale. So there we go. Now, for a mini shelf, I can put my salt and pepper shakers on it. I can, you know, but I needed more to put on there. So I found some little frames. And I thought these were the cutest things in the world. They're little frames. They're about business card size. These are actually, I think they're made to be, Laureen, hi, boo. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Oh gosh, guys, Laureen and I go back. Wow, how many years is it now, Laureen? Oh my gosh, since the 80s. We have been friends since the 80s. She is a dear friend of mine. She makes beautiful cards. I get cards from her, and they mean so much to me. And I'm putting together a box to send to you, Laureen. I don't know when I'll get it, but it'll be soon. But I think these are meant for like the name cards at a wedding or something. And then these little frames. And honestly, for these frames, I did not do anything to the frame. All I did was stamp a chicken onto a gold piece of paper. I cut it out with a die cut and put it over another piece of paper. Francisco, hi, wonderful to have you here today. I hope you're doing well today. And so that was my first little picture. And it's mini and it's nice and it can just sit on the stand. You can't even see it because my cameras are bad. But see how it just goes. Oh, we were going to put our doily on that to make it pretty. Now we have our doily on it. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? The other one, I took this white frame and I'll go ahead and unwrap it so you can get a good look at it, and then I'll show you what I did to it, and then we're going to do another one. And this isn't difficult to do. Now here's the frame as it came out. It's plastic, but it looks kind of like metal, and it's just got the little stand on the back that you can stand it either way, and the little clips. What I did with that was, take a look at that. I just used my black chalkboard paint and kind of smeared it on there, honestly. And then I found a sheet of stickers and I liked this one sticker, so I put it inside, and there we go. So here's how I did that one. And I have this sheet of cut aparts from a pack of scrapbooking paper that I have. And if you've ever wondered what to do with these, when you get through your pack of scrapbooking paper, you have no idea what to do with these. Well, here you go. This is what you do. Buy some little bitty frames and make pictures. So I'm taking the glass out and I'm taking the back off. All you do is fold up these little metal things. It comes out just like a regular frame. I'm going to fold them back down just to protect them. And then let's pick out which one we like. That one's cute with the little jar. That one's cute with the little house. That one's a little big. Let's see. I like that one, but I like that one. I think we're going to go with that one. But first, we need to mess this up. And while we have the paint out, we'll go ahead and distress part of this too, part of our tray. So, like I said, this part here, and you can wear gloves if you don't like getting paint on your hands. Me, I love getting paint on my hands. It's the reason I don't get manicures or fake nails. And with these silicone cutting boards, you just pour it right, put the paint right on there. And I am going to use, to apply it, I've got my makeup sponges here from the Dollar Tree. Yes, sir, you guessed it. That's the closest store around. They closed down our Kmart. Walmart's a good 15 minutes away. Dollar Tree is 30 seconds down the road from me. So I am in Dollar Tree every day. And we're going to pick up a little bit of that paint. And then we're going to smush it off. Okay. And we're just smearing it on here. Now, yeah, that looks rough, but give me a minute, okay? Because I'm going to show you something cool that I tried to show you last week, but I didn't have enough light in my room, and I couldn't see what it was doing. Now I got light, so I can show you. These are my baby wipes from Dollar Tree. And I'm just cleaning it up so the black just kind of goes into the cracks instead of all over it. And I'm going to put some more down here in the cracks and on those little beads. See, there's all kinds of detail in here. And let me turn it a little bit so I can get the places where I was holding it. And then if you got too much black, just go back gently with your baby wipe. And you can clean it up a little bit. Or you can use a paper towel. I like the baby wipe because it has a little bit of water to it, so it kind of wipes off more than just a paper towel would. So there we go. And look at that. And it's distressed. That was easy as pie. Let's go back and do a little bit to this. I think I just want to go around the edge here. And for those of you just coming in, this is a two-tiered shelf that I made out of burner cover holders and a vase and hot glue. Easy peasy. Now I'm just going to give it a little bit of a edge there. I want to keep everything small scale because, like I said, my kitchen is small. So I don't want anything big or, you know, because of proportions. So let's do some around the top here. Can you see what I'm doing here? Let me get over here. Go around the top here. And it's supposed to look a little old and beat up, so I'm not too concerned about making it perfect and neat and beautiful. Although it's beautiful anyway, in its imperfections. Okay. And I'm going to grab a paper towel to clean up my little mess. All right, let's clean this inside out here. There we go. Just give it a little definition. There we go. And then, like I said, with these mats, take my baby wipe and just wipe it away. I can pitch my makeup sponge I used for a brush. Oh, I gotta clean my hands. But and there you go. And where we had our paint is clean. And then I'm gonna clean up my hands real quick because I'm gonna be working with paper. It's 2 of the Dollar Tree. So it works also if you're working with beads. You can take and roll it up and dump. These are these, and you get them in the kitchen department at Dollar Tree. They're called shopping mats. There's 2 of them. And you can hot glue on them. You can put paint on them. You can, oh man, I've done all sorts of things. I like it because when I'm doing like decoupage and paint, I can peel stuff up off of it and then wipe the glue away. So you don't, you know, it protect. For me, it's just, I can't live without them. I love them. Whoops, got a little bit more paint on there. Anyway, all right, so also you can use, because they're cutting boards, you can use your X-Acto knives or finger blades on them gently if you're just cutting through something thin, and it'll just cut the mat, but it won't cut your work surface. So next, and I've lost what I was going to do next. All right, well, we will, I'll grab another sheet since I lost the sheet I was working with. Here's another from Cutaways. Some cutaways. Oh, I like that one. I'm glad I changed sheets because this one right here is gonna fit perfect. It says happy is the heart at home, and so I'm just gonna take the back frame part and trace around it. No fancy cutter needed. And then take my scissors and cut it out. Just like that. And then put your frame down, put your glass back in carefully, and that glass is pretty sharp, so if you're comfortable wearing gloves, you might want to wear some rubber gloves to do that part so you don't nick your finger. And then put my little cutout piece in, put my little backing on, fold the things back down, and there we go. Isn't that cute? I just adore that. And so now I have a little set. And this one says, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And this one is, happy is the heart at home. And I like that one's black background and one's a white background. But aren't those just adorable? And they fit on my little shelf right here on top of my doilies. Because, and like I said, because my apartment's so small, I don't have a lot of display space. So my stuff has to be very small. So I can move that to the back like that. And now I'm going to show you the next thing we're going to do. Got one more project to show you, and then we'll be done with today. That's the other picture. Isn't that cute? And then, excuse me. Pardon me. Did you know you can buy beans at the Dollar Tree? I have cooked up these lentils. They cook up really nice, but we're not going to be cooking beans today. They've got these little, they look like mini mason jars. They're called craft bottles. I picked up 3 of them. And the best part is this little plastic label they have on here just peels right off. This one is so easy, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But it's so cute. And it just helps me decorate my kitchen a little more. Rachel, hello, love the box. Oh, I am so glad, you know, it feels so good to do stuff like that. June Disney summer themed. All right, send me an email, and anybody in the chat, you want to get in on a fun swap, just let Rachel know. She's the last one I did with her and a group of other people was just amazing. Well, and you know me, Rachel. Me and the Dollar Tree, $20. Goodness, that's a box full of stuff. I had fun. It's been a long time since I've gotten to shop for somebody like that. My son, you know, although I do have news about my son while I'm getting these ready. My son cleaned his own room yesterday. He came to me and he says, I want GameStop. GameStop is his favorite video game store. And I said, all right, well, you're gonna have to clean your room. I am done cleaning your room for you. And so I made him a little checklist of all the things he had to do to clean his room. And he cleaned his room and vacuumed all by himself yesterday. He's growing up. All right, what I've done, I've taken the label off the jar. I've taken the beans. Now you can, there we go. And I'm just going to do one of these today because I don't have a lot of space on my countertop. So, there's one. And then let's take the kidney beans. Let's do that. And what I'm doing, I'm just layering these beans on top of each other. I'm going to have 3 different layers. I'm glad you liked the AirPods case. I love unicorns. I absolutely adore unicorns. That's my favorite thing. So I figured if I like them, you must like them, because you and I are a lot alike, Rachel. We got a lot in common, so I had so much fun doing that. And then let's take some white beans or navy beans. Okay. I told you this was easy. It's too easy. Absolutely too easy. Now, you can leave it like this, but I thought I gotta do more. So, these are over in the crafting department of Dollar Tree. Chalkboard stickers. I used a set of these to make my little spice jars on my spice rack, which I'll be doing a video about soon, I promise. It's just too much to do in a live. Too much work. So we're going to take and open up this. We're going to take one of our little labels. I like these labels better. And we're just going to lay it. Oh, you know, that kind of messes it up though. We'll put it on the top and give it some decoration on the top. There we go. I like that better. Anyway, because I didn't want to mess up all my beans. You could, when I tried to put the label on the jar, it's too big. Just goes to show you, folks, this is live and nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect for sure. All right, then the next thing I'm going to do is grab this roll of jute twine. And I'm going to get me a couple pieces, get me a long piece, and then I'm going to cut it up into little pieces. And we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to fold it in half again. I think that'll do it. I'm going to wrap it around the top. Tie it in a double knot. I'm not even going to try a fancy bow. This is just rough. I'm going to tie it in a square knot. I'm going to cut off the ends. And there you go. Isn't that so cute? And it goes on our little shelf. So there we go. Next week, we will be making some more little things to put on the shelf using these. This is tumbling blocks, tumbling tower game. You get it in the toy department. But what it is a whole bunch of these little blocks like this. And we're going to make a mini washboard. We're going to make a little mini scale. Like a produce scale, and those are going to go around on the bottom tier. Just little mini decorations. So that is what we're going to work on next week. That's what I was on that was all that was on my list for today. So, although you can't really see it, I need better cameras. But we've got our little photos up here on the top, and then we have our little jar beans for scale. Something else we'll be working on next week. I picked up this vase and I thought, wow, that looks like a milk bottle. So we're going to paint this. We're going to put some handles on it. We're going to paint it, and it's put some sort of a little lid on it, I think, and that's going to be a milk bottle with some decorations. We're also going to take these little things that I found in the bridal section back in the stationery department. We're going to take these little buckets and we're going to make little flower pots with some fake flowers inside them. Sorry, my son just turned up the volume in there and it freaked me out. But these little buckets, aren't they the cutest little thing? And I think if we distress them, and then I've got some fake moss, and we're going to make some little flower pots to go around the bottom. And then I'll have my countertop will be decorated. And for me, you know, I like having a pretty kitchen. And because, like I said, my kitchen is very, very tiny though. So, and I do like getting paint on my hands. See my painty fingers? I always have paint on my fingers. All right, announcements. What's coming up? Be sure to check out my Etsy shop. I'm adding more and more things every day. I'm adding up some loose cards, loose sets of cards that go with the sets I've already sold, so people can buy refill sets. I'm also going to be putting out some all occasion card sets with various different things. So keep an eye on my Etsy shop. That is down below in the description of this video. Also, if you noticed right down there, I have started planning a trip to Disney World for my son and I. I figured out it's going to cost $4,000 $4,000, which sounds like a lot of money, but it's not. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to pay for it, but I've committed to it that this August we are going to go down there, he and I, and stay for a week on property. So later on this year, if things look better and you want to donate to my cause, there it is. But no pressure. I'm not asking anybody to donate. You don't have to. You don't have to go to my Etsy shop. The fact that you come to my videos, and speaking of coming to my videos, if you are a replay watcher and you have stayed with me for the whole show, thank you. I love my replay viewers. You mean the world to me. Leave me a comment down below that says I caught the replay. I love comments. I love talking to my friends. You're all my friends and I love you dearly. Wednesday, I will be doing another live songwriting music production stream. Ask Cricket what happens to those songs I create. I usually buff them up and I like to let people use them for their YouTube channel. So if you have a YouTube channel and you're in need of music for your YouTube channel, send me a message and let's talk. Let's communicate, because I make tons of music and it just sits here. Again, I'd like to thank my partner channel, Cricket Fox, up there in the corner. We got some great things planned. We're working hard together. Oh my goodness, Laureen. All right. Thank you. I'd also like to thank Dean at the Live Place for your family-friendly YouTube live stream needs. Seriously, go check out theliveplace.com. You will not want to watch anything else. So many wonderful people in that community. Yeah, Wednesday's live songwriting. It's things are coming around. Things are coming around, aren't they? We've made it through the dark times. I think things are looking up everywhere. I just found out that I'm eligible for the vaccine. All my caregivers have had their vaccines. Things are looking up. Things are looking better. Let me know what you think about my new lighting. I'm still playing with it. I'm still working with it, but we're getting there, folks. Again, thanks for being here. And do go check out theliveplace.com, seriously. And Lorene, I'm going to start putting your channel in there too. People need to see the beautiful cards you make. Lorene makes wonderful, beautiful cards with stamping and everything else. I aspire to be as talented as she is someday, because she makes beautiful stuff. Peace and blessings to you, to all you love, to all who love you. Find your passion, grab a hold of it, and don't let anybody talk you out of it. You are enough. Make yourself happy. Remember, self-care is the most important thing in your life. I love you all, and I will see you all Wednesday. Have a great week. Bye.